Good day fellas, I hope you are ready for your daily dose of skill, and today we are going to play with a tier 9 budget AP. We haven't played with this vehicle in a long time fellas. I think the last video was in 2020, so yeah, some time passed. And why not to play with this vehicle again? So what the budget tier 9 is, obviously this tank is leading to the budget tier 10 aka budget 25T. And in fact fellas, story time. In the past we did not had a budget tier 9. We had a Lorraine, which now is a premium tank. I know it sounds weird, but this is exactly how the things used to look like, and then Wargaming changed quite some things. Anyways, how we are going to play this battle? I believe we are starting everything from the typical sniper schnitzel position and spotter schnitzel position in a way, which would be Golf 9. I do not see the point. Why would I try to make a hardcore pressure here? I simply think it is just not worth it. So instead of doing that, we are going to go and take kind of offensive positions here, and in the same time we are going to support our light tank as well. So looking into this is not looking bad whatsoever for us. Skill, you took a shot. Yes, indeed, I took a shot, but we killed enemy light tank, and this light tank would be a humongous pain in the ass, fellas. It truly would be a pain in the ass. So instead of having honor to deal with him, right, in the bushes, we simply killed him, and now we can play our game. In the same time, we are going to spot anyone who will try to make a bit of pressure like this, and especially to this position here, right? This is exactly what we want to see. And for now, I do not have any silly goose thoughts of shooting. It is definitely not worth it, and I can promise you that, fellas, that would be a bad idea. At this point, I would love to get some support from our sniper schnitzels who are sitting here, and if we are going to spot this T-30, which we will, if we will spot this 1-to-1, which we obviously will as well, if he is going to fart from those bushes, aka if he would try to shoot or something, this would be definitely a good situation for us. Also, one more thing which is worth to highlight, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. Nowadays, tier 10 matchmaking is bananas. Nowadays, matchmaking is looking like a big pile of poop, and there is nothing what we can change about this. We have Leopard line, well, actually Leopard tier 10, which is giving more battle pass points, so obviously people are playing with this line. After that, what do we have? We have Kranwagen tier 10, which is giving more battle pass points, so obviously people are tempted to play with those tanks because they are good tanks in the same time, right? So we need to understand this. I do not really like what kind of support we are having here. Unfortunately, I do not really trust our sniper schnitzels, which is quite sad thing, to be fair with you. And yeah, unfortunately, our leopards are not hitting this 1-to-1B. Obviously, fingers crossed, and I hope the situation will change eventually, but for now, it is not looking great by any shape or any form. And we simply need to sit in this position, and we need to wait until they will say, yep, it is about the time to go in. That's what we are waiting for. Once again, unfortunately, fellas, I cannot really trust our guys playing here, which is sad part, but in the same time we cannot do absolutely anything. Meanwhile, T-30 is moving through the open field. I am crossing my fingers, and I hope our guys will spank him. And look at this beauty, fellas. So look at this beauty. Very, very nice. Look. This is exactly what we are looking for, and this is exactly what we need. That's why we are behaving and we are playing with this tank like a light tank in a way, right? Because it works. And plus on top of that, enemy light tank is traveling in the other side. I would not act surprised if he is taking this position here, so we can do a pretty damn good job as a light tank, right? No, but Skill, you are not a light tank. Indeed, I am not, but if I can do the job as light tank does, why not do so? There is nothing bad about free assisting damage, if you know what I mean. So At this point, I would love to go a bit more involved here, but in the same time, it is not looking very great. Okay, now we know how the things are looking like here. I think this T-54 is pushing our Leopard. I have a feeling, fellas. I have a feeling this is what is happening, and that's why our Leopard is not very happy, and that's why he is not hitting his shots. Also could be very possible, fellas. Okay, for now I need to figure out how to make a bit of pressure like this. And I think I have a pretty good understanding how we could do this. 1-1 changed his mind. He doesn't want to play here anymore, and that's completely fine. What do we want to do? We want to get involved like so, and hopefully now we are going to get a bit support from our Leo. And once again, fellas, as you can see, this T-54 is pushing our Leo. Now I completely understand. Now I completely understand why our team is not supporting us that well as they physically could, you know. Anyways, killing the T-30, great. Now at this point we need to go for this guy over here, and we do not really care too much. We are just going to fully clip him out, and I don't care by taking one for the team. I just do not mind, and he is dead. So look, this tank is a great savior in the end of the day. By saying this, I mean, even though the situation is not looking that great for most of the game, you still can have that final clip from which you are going to save the game. In this battle we have close to 4,000 combined, and this is not a bad score, fellas, for a tier 9. In fact, marking budget AP just for shits and giggles, we need 2 point... What the flying F expectation values on this tank is so low. Okay, marking budget, you need 3,000 roughly to get the third mark of excellence on this tank, right? And in this battle we have ourselves pretty much 3,700, so this would easily be the third mark. Meanwhile, our Leo sniped for 7,000. This is very, very impressive score by this gentleman. So once again, speaking about the battle, I'm not feeling bad whatsoever. We made some profits as well, and I am feeling overall happy. Let's go for round number 2. And we are back. So what do we have? We have Berlin standard battle. Berlin got changed quite a bit, fellas, and as wrong as it sounds, in the past for me this map used to look a bit better than it is looking now. I know it is very, very weird for quite some of you, but I do not find this position very playable for a lightly armored vehicles. So lightly armored vehicles like light tanks or paper mediums, they are still struggling to play in this map as they did before. Although now hold down monsters like Super Conqueror or I don't even know, whatever STB, they have a choice to try to take this position and try to be a bit more aggressive, right? Which is quite weird choice overall. Speaking about map changes, but oh well, we have what we have, and the beggars cannot be choosers, fellas. We are just accepting this. Meanwhile, speaking about this tank gun, I have a feeling I did not said absolutely anything about this tank gun. This tank has 6 in the magazine, 300 alpha damage, 232 millimeters of penetration, 1000 shell velocity, and obviously if you are shooting gold, you are having a bit better penetration, like 263, and 250 meters faster shell velocity. So it is not necessarily bad by any shape or any form, but it is not ideal, if we can say so. Meanwhile, we are taking our time to burst this guy like there is no tomorrow, and we got only 3 out of 6 shells. That's okay, we are still feeling relatively well. Okay, so what do we want to do and how we could get involved in this kind of situation? I am thinking about escaping from this line and supporting heavy line. I know this might look like a weird choice, but this is what I am thinking at this point. And I hope this is going to work just great for us. Why am I thinking this way? Because I think this autoloader can help the heavy line by a humongous margin, right? Imagine that. We are meeting E75 TS, we can take one and we can pretty much fully clip this gentleman. And we can do that for many times. And in the same time, if you would pay attention where majority of the enemy forces are located, you would easily notice they are located more into the medium line, right? Which is once again not horrible for us, and I believe we can make it work. Speaking about making the things work, unfortunately our gun said no, which sucks, which is not the best thing ever, but I am just accepting this. Meanwhile, I probably shouldn't allow this Yoch tank to eliminate our guy from the game. Pretty bad shot by me. That's okay. A bit of the drifting and we are killing this mother trucker. Nice. Okay, so now we are on the reload for 40 seconds. So far it wasn't that good. I am not going to lie, fellas. So far it wasn't epic decision, but that's okay. At this point, I am trying to figure out how to find this Patriot or T30. Yeah, if we found T30, that was a very, very, very bad call by me. Extremely bad call by me. Can I complain about this? Nah, not really. I probably shouldn't go on the reload after this. And now I pretty much took one without giving anything him in return. That sucks. But let it be. It is how it is. Meanwhile, we are going to push together with a T95. T95 should take one for the team from the T30. And whenever T95 will take one for the team, we are going to go super aggressively and then we are going to make this guy suffer. In fact, he is not feeling that great whatsoever. He is in the big shithole, if I can say so. We still have couple in the magazine. We still have one, and you know what? I am not going to reload at this point. I am not going to go for another one. I do not really think it is worth it. Once again, we are feeling relatively fine. There is no need for us to panic. We are going on the reload and we are chilling in a way. Meanwhile, T49 is probably on the hunt for us, which wouldn't surprise me whatsoever because I am easy target, especially if he is using the derp gun. And I have 20 seconds left until I will finish reloading. And oh boy, he is going for us, fellas. He is dedicated, as you can see yourself. Luckily, we have Roo right here. Ooh, run! This is quite an interesting situation, fellas. Anyways, what we want to do now, we want to flank this T49 and hopefully we can eliminate him from this game. This is absolutely nuts of a game. Meanwhile, he might try to retreat like this. He's retreating. Good, that was a great shot and now he's officially dead. We are going on the reload once again, and now, fellas, we need to figure out how to approach. Ooh, baboon, fellas! I can notice baboon here. That's for sure. Okay, listen, that was a very, very, very interesting situation. Okay, we was running for our life and luckily we escaped in time. Obviously my play by any shape or form is not ideal, but hey, it is how it is. Better luck next time. We will still get our 4000 in this game, I believe so. So how we can approach remaining enemy forces? This is the question, fellas. I kind of want to see the side angle for this Mr. Borat sitting here. And how we are going to do this, I think I am going to take this trench here, and hopefully, fellas, from this trench we can easily beat the living crap out of the Borat, okay? This is what I am hoping for. So let's see, is it the case or it's not the case? Meanwhile, we are going up the trench like this, and we found a MX-5100. Okay, that's fair, I guess that's fair. That's fine, we are still alive, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, we are still alive. 3 in the magazine. Unfortunately, we need to run for our life at this point, and I know Mr. Borat is quite angry on us. That's a fact, fellas. Mr. Borat is quite angry, so can we smack him once or twice? That's once. Bad shot by me, no complaints, no regrets. That's once, like I said. And this is last blow for this gentleman, and we are dead. Still, I am fine with that, fellas. It was absolutely amazing, and it was, to be fair with you, that situation of us running from the T49 when he has a derp gun and he was about to smack us, it was quite funny. Anyways, 3.5 3.7 thousand damage, 400 assisting damage. I believe our team is going to win this, so I am feeling pretty great. Anyways, let's report to the end of this game and let's see what is the score. And we are back, fellas. So we have 3.7 thousand damage, 400 assisting damage. We are second by experience. We are second by the damage. I'm very, very happy for this, and greetings to our Ru. Greetings to you, buddy. Anyways, we made 20,000 profits, which is always nice and always welcome, and that was the round 2. Let's go for a round 3, shall we? And we are back with a Paris. Okay, not the greatest map for this tank, that's for sure, and it is going to be pretty hard to make this vehicle work, but we will try to do our best. So at first I'm not going to go here. The main reason why so, because the reload of this tank is way too long. Instead of doing that, I am going to take this corner, and from this corner I am going to wait until enemies will make something silly. For example, maybe this Bobject will try to get involved, maybe he is going to make pressure through the middle, and if he will try to do something silly like this, we are going to spank him for obvious reasons, right? I see our team stopped in the middle. I can understand this and I can see this. And you know what? This Bobject, I think he is doing bouncing mission or something. He doesn't give a flying F. He is dancing. He is dancing, fellas. Okay, that's understandable. He's having a great time, so let him do him. Meanwhile, our Light is probably a bit disappointed because he is not getting that much support as he would love to. But in the same time, to be fair with you, we cannot do absolutely anything for a Mr. Bobject. You see, when we have a map like this where we are fighting in the city, this is way more difficult situation for us, and this is going to be a big pain in the ass to deal with in a way. I can promise you that, fellas. This is not going to be easy. This is going to be a very difficult battle. Meanwhile, we have Bobject who is showing us our side, and he is going to regret this if I am going to hit a single shot, right? This would be absolutely amazing. Okay, that's a shot. I want him to turn sideways. This is exactly what we are looking for, and at this point we are just trying to shoot his lower plate. I know this is complicated and this is not so simple, but we are trying to do our best. Now, speaking about the standard ammunition, we are going to ditch standards. We are going to say enough of this, and we are going to load some gold. At this point, I think we need to take this position over there, and the main reason being is because this Love will start making pressure like this, and we are going to catch him out of position if we will be able to do so, and I think we will. So this is what is happening in my head currently, and in the same time we can have a decent angle for a Mr. Borat who is playing over there. Meanwhile, I'm getting spotted, doesn't really matter, I'm still feeling relatively fine, and at this point we have a decent angle to this gentleman. So we need to wait for a couple of seconds and we can start bursting him, right? Boom. Can we hit one more? Pretty please. Boom. Oh, come on, game. Game is saying not really. Quite sad story, honestly, I'm not going to lie. The angle which we have from here is definitely not horrible, and I would say it is pretty good, and it is favoriting us quite a bit. Meanwhile, I'm checking, am I going to get spotted from here, and by the looks of it, it is not the case. That's good. And we have Leo who is sitting here, and we have the Borat. But I do not really care about those two gentlemen. I would rather kill this Love, since Love has a very good crossfire for us, and at this point we are going to load the standard ammunition clip for obvious reasons. Now we are waiting another 3 seconds, and after that we can try to get a bit better crossfire, and the better crossfire would look like so. Very nice. Enemies are being way too aggressive over there, I can promise you that, and after 20 seconds we can start beating the living crap out of them. And this is exactly what we want to see, and this is exactly what we are aiming for, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, it is not looking that bad whatsoever. As you can see, 6 seconds left and we can start bursting this T-54. This T-54 has no clue he is dead already. After that, I would love to get a bit better angle for this Leo, but we have an angle on the Scorpion, that's even better. Very nice, he shouldn't be able to hit us, and he is dead. I'm going on the reload at this point, and I see the Mr. Leo going super aggressively for us. I will take one more for the team undoubtedly, but I need to do this. Ay, 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 ay. Don't mind me if I do. Okay, very good. We have a friend over there, and let's hope for the best. Our friend can support us now. Good, 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 good. We are coming closer, and our friend is going to spank him. Beautiful, very, very nice. At this point, fellas, I am relying on our TNH, and our TNH is trying to get involved, and I tried to run from this mother trucker here, but it wasn't so simple. Once again, very, very hard game for us. Unfortunately, the gun is also not treating us that well as I initially thought it would, but that's World of Tanks for you. And it was very good, very hard game. I said that from the very first moment when I saw Paris. Ooh, this is not so easy. Am I going to cry about this? No, I won't. 2000, this is what we have. Unfortunately, we missed a couple of shots there and there, but it is how it is. Nothing what we can change about this. Let's teleport into the end of this game and let's see what score do we have. And we are back, fellas. So what do we have? 2.1 thousand damage, 3 kills. That's completely fine. Not the best game ever, but this is what we deserve and this is what we get. We are 4th by experience. We are 4th by the damage. We got 11,000 profits, although remember, I am not paying for the consumables since I have plenty of them. And this is what we have. In the end of the day, after 3 games with this vehicle, we have 2.5 thousand damage, 700 assisting damage. And all in all, this is not the greatest performance ever. I believe the last game lowered our average score, but that's what we have. I have nothing to hide, and this is how we played with a budget AP. Do I think this tank is still good nowadays? Honestly, it is still completely fine, but this tank is shining with APCRs, okay? Because whenever you are playing without a loader, you need to connect your shots, and this tank might be loved by many people who are going with a full APCRs without even thinking too much. So, anyways, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for watching. I hope you had a great time, and I hope you enjoyed yourself. Obviously, big fat thanks for every single of you who stayed till the end and overall who are watching our content. And at the same time, big fat thanks for patrons, big fat thanks for people who are clicking that join button and who are tipping us aka buying bananas in the index page as well. Thank you, I appreciate you, and see you very, very soon. Skill is out for today. Peace.